Hello, hello, my friends. Welcome back. My name's Andrea, and I am checking in with you guys today to let you know how I am doing on my journey to losing 100 pounds. So, for those of you who have been with me for a while, you know kind of the tactic that I'm taking to do this. It's really kind of like getting back in touch with myself, with the way I think, my body. Intuitive eating-ish, maybe. But basically getting 64 ounces of water, because that's good for you, 7 hours of sleep. And then I make a plan every day for what I'm going to eat. It's not necessarily like low carb or any like diet foods or anything's off limits or anything like that. I just decide this at the beginning of my morning. When I'm basically fresh and full of hope and, all the things for the coming day, I'm basically my best self, right? And I'm planning for what I want to be eating for the day. So this is before the kids start getting on my nerves, before my work starts getting on my nerves, before I feel like I need to emotionally eat and have like delicious, wonderful things to kind of take my mind off of everything else. So I make that plan, and then throughout the day, I just make sure I am abiding by what's called the hunger scale, right? Or basically, I make sure I don't get too hungry before I start eating, and then I wait until I'm just about satisfied. So that's really kind of how I've gone about losing the 60 pounds so far, and have big plans to lose the next 40. So as I told you in my last video, I have a goal to lose that last 40 pounds by my birthday in June. So if you want to see if I do it or not, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date with how my journey is going. So to get to that 40-pound weight loss by June, I do have to lose a little shy of 2 pounds, about 1.9 pounds per week. That's a pretty hefty thing. I am taking also part of the challenge, Run the Year challenge, where they want you to do 2,021 miles in the year 2021. And that has for sure in this past week got me up off my butt and moving a whole lot more. So prior to joining that challenge, I was doing about 11,000 steps a day. That was just my bare minimum activity level. And honestly, I wasn't really doing much in terms of exercise beyond that. I was starting to run a little bit just because I was feeling like I wanted to. But it really hadn't become a regular or a routine thing yet. So with joining this challenge, I have up that step count goal from 11,000 steps a day up to 15,000 steps a day. And last week I did phenomenal. I hit it, I believe it was 5 out of 7 days, which wasn't 7 out of 7, but we got to celebrate all the little things, right? So, I also, not only, keeping track of steps, but I also keep track on this habit tracker, how often I am making my plan, how often I'm adhering to that plan, how often I'm getting enough sleep and water. And guys, I think that this is so incredibly important because we all like to think that we are doing all the things all the time. I promise you, you are not. You are not being perfect, I promise. And if you think that you are being perfect in all these things and you're just trying so hard and all these things, but you don't have a data tracker, then you really don't have the proof or the evidence that you are doing all these things. When we like to recall over our weeks, exactly the things that we're doing, these like new habits feel like so like they're a change. We don't like change, so they feel difficult or they feel hard or they just feel like we're exerting all this effort to do this new thing, but in reality, we're doing it like less than half the time or whatever. So I love a data tracker to really show me the truth of what my actions are. So last week, like I said, I made a plan every day. The hunger scale, stopping when you're satisfied before you get like full and comfy. Only did that 3 days out of 7. Water, pretty much nailed that 6 days out of 7. Sleep also, I've been trying to get up and do 6:30 a.m. Some like treadmill work to get some of those miles in. So sleep suffered a little bit this week, and that causes me not to make the best decisions sometimes. Actually, that's just an excuse I'm giving myself. But so I only got sleep 4 out of 7 days, journaled 6 out of 7 days, and adhered to my plan 2 out of 7 days. So again, the habit tracker is a really great way to pick out the things that you want to celebrate about yourself, the things that you're doing well, but it also gives you areas where you're like, okay, like that's going to be my focus next week. So my focus next week is going to be on getting sleep. And the reason why I'm not saying hunger scale or adherence to my plan is because I actually am going to be starting a Nicole Wilkins challenge. I will make a separate video about that, but it's pretty much going to be all outlined for me. So not worried too much about that, but I am going to focus on getting to bed earlier so that I can get that sleep. So let's get to what you guys came for. You want to know, did I lose any weight? So let's see here. I started out at 191.2 pounds. That was my ending weight last week. And I needed to lose 1.9, which would bring me not to where I was. I weighed in at 190.1. So I lost 1.1 pounds, which is great. Yay! But I fell shy of my goal. But that's okay. I am not really too worried about it. I think it is great that I have increased my activity. And like I said, I am getting a lot of good data on what I can improve next. All right, guys, like I said, give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, stay up to date on my journey. I would greatly appreciate that, guys. I will see you next time. Enjoy the journey, guys. Bye.